Am I ever coming back to Twitch? Okay, well, for one thing, my Twitch account is like deactivated and I can't reactivate it. And I'm fine with that because Twitch is very restrictive, and like I feel like I'm beyond like the style of content that they allow. Like I'm ready to just like break free of it and like do my own thing, and they didn't like that. And so I just left because I think I'm just like ahead of the curve and they're not changing the platform fast enough to meet my needs.
One thing I wanted to get out of the way first is Narcissa Wright, who I covered last week in a standalone video, who, as you guys remember, they were banned from Twitch after, I believe it was a copyright issue. And after they got banned from Twitch, they infamously tweeted, quote, "I want to kill myself and shoot people at the Twitch HQ, ha 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 ha," as well as 10,000 other unhinged things. But this one was really the thing that like took the cake right here, right? You would think that that would escalate the ban to a permaban, especially after Twitch recently permabanned people like, I don't know, Jidion for goofing on Pokemon slightly, or Destiny for giving a take that, you know, trans women shouldn't compete in sports with biological women. You know, very lukewarm, you know, nuanced takes. Those guys got a permaban, right? Narcissa, on the other hand, got their permaban reduced to a 22-day ban. Hello, Narcissa Wright. After reviewing your case, we can confirm that the correct enforcement was issued. However, given the details of your case, including the remorse expressed in your appeal, we have decided to reduce your suspension duration. Your suspension has now been adjusted to expire 22 calendar days after the time it was issued. Once it has expired, you will be free to use our services again. Please note that the strike will remain on your account. Narcissa BTFO'd the fuck out of Twitch, all right? Literally tweeted that they were gonna blow up, they were gonna shoot up Twitch HQ, and they got their account back. Honestly, kinda based, kinda Chad over here. I'm not even gonna lie. Chad Narcissa gets their fucking account back again for after literally tweeting from their verified Twitter account a fucking shooting threat. Really? That really now? And Twitch is sitting here like, oh, well, you were remorseful, so that's why you get to have your account back. The fuck does that mean? Remorseful? Show us the email. What the fuck did Narcissa write in this appeal? Did Narcissa threaten them in this appeal again? And Twitch was scared and gave them their account back? What is going on here? I'm convinced genuinely it had to have been a case of staff literally just feeling like, if we don't give this person their account back, they're gonna kill themselves and we're gonna look awful. That has to be it. I can't think of any other reason why this person would get their account back. Keep in mind, by the way, Narcissa was banned previously up until last month for, I don't know, 4 fucking years. Let's look at the chart. Their last stream was in May 2018. I was 16 when they last streamed on Twitch. And now they're back 1 month into it, loses their account, gets it back after threatening to shoot them up. Literally. I mean, you can't even make any of this shit up. It's insane. So Destiny, who's got his permaban, he's absolutely seething right now, coping and crawling on the floor. Jidion, just fucking molding, completely molding. Hell, even Ice Poseidon, who at this point, I don't think anybody thinks deserves his Twitch account. I mean, look, Ice may have scammed people, and Ice may have streamed himself getting swatted on an airplane, self-doxed himself. Ice may have been a PR nightmare for Twitch, but I don't even think Ice did anything as bad as Narcissa. Because in my opinion, at least, when you tweet out like literal fucking like bomb threats, like that's, or I guess in this case, like a shooting threat, I feel like that's just like a line where it's like, all right, if we give this person their account back, we are literally enabling their crazy behavior. Like, we're enablers at this point, right? But, I mean, I guess Twitch just doesn't fucking care. I don't know, man. This is fucking crazy. See, then you got LeafyIsHere tweeting, right? Elon Musk should send one of his rockets at the YouTube headquarters. And KEEMSTAR says, how to never get unbanned. But, I mean, I gotta be honest, KEEMSTAR, not necessarily, okay? Obviously, the bar is not set that high. Honestly, yeah, I mean, fuck it, dude. Anything is possible at this point, right?
Augie, you want to hear something? You want to hear something like really devastating?
Yeah.
I have went I have went so far to trying to figure out why Leafy got banned and can he get unbanned. Like, you don't understand. I'm talking like hours and hours and talking to a lot of people, some people that work at YouTube. And basically what came back through the grapevine was Leafy did something horrible and we can't really say what it is. Has nothing to do with Pokemon. So I'm like, what did he do that was so horrible? And the only thing I can think of is posting pictures with the guns. He made that comment on Storyfire. Remember, I did the interview with Leafy on Storyfire. He said something around guns, like he's looking for a reason or something. Basically, what you were just talking about. Remember,
right? But that was after he got banned, though.
Well, maybe that's not it. Then that's strange. I don't know. Apparently, Leafy did something, and it has Leafy did something to get banned, and it has nothing to do with Pokemon, as far as I found out.
Interesting. And you have no speculation as to what that could possibly be.
I don't know, but Leafy really fucked himself by tweeting out that he hopes that Elon Musk sends a rocket to Google.
You know, I thought that was one of those tweets he'd wake sober up the next morning and delete, but no, that shit's still there.
It's just so insane.
He does not give a
fuck. Like, obviously,
dude.
It's a joke. Obviously, it is a joke. It is not a serious, like, threat or anything. It's just ridiculous. Like, Elon Musk is never gonna send a rocket as a weapon. Like, it's not gonna happen. So, you know, we gotta laugh at that one, but it's just insane because of how serious these, you know, platforms take threats or whatever. Unless you're Twitch and the person happens to be a trans speed runner.
Nice. I mean, yeah, literally though, right? Like, you were tweeting like how to never get unbanned. I'm like, I mean, same day that Twitch decides that Narcissa's in the green, although there might be different circumstances in that situation that makes it a little bit different, I guess. I don't really know.
I had to get a hold of Jidion right away because, like, Jidion is Black content creator. He sends people over to Pokemon's stream to span ratio, and you know, he said some other things, right? He did a hate raid.
Oh,
you know, he's guilty of it. He definitely should be banned, but he got perma banned. This other woman did a straight up like threat to shoot people at Twitch headquarters, and she got a 30-day ban. How do you compare those two things? How do you compare them?
The initial ban was for copyright-related reasons, and then I believe it got escalated to permanent after they made the threat. But then, because apparently they showed remorse in their ban appeal, that saved them.
Jidion showed remorse. He even made a video with Pokemon.
Yeah, they're literally cool now. They resolved the beef. He disavowed everything. He did literally pretty much everything he could have done. He even got Pokemon's, not her like endorsement, but I mean, obviously Pokemon I don't think is mad about it. I really don't know what the deal is. I'm assuming you saw Destiny got banned too. You've probably seen a lot of that on Twitter.
Yeah, well, I mean, Destiny got banned for basically saying something along the lines of, you know, he doesn't think it's fair for transgender women to be in female sports, right? Isn't that the reason?
I mean, that's a leading theory, but they didn't give a reason. It has to be that though, because I don't think he said anything else.
I mean, that's what, like, I support trans rights. I do. I feel like you shouldn't bully or harass or, you know, do anything mean or disrespect someone just because they're trans. I think that's ridiculous. I think trans people should be included in society just like anyone else. When it comes to female sports, though, it's like, no, you can't do that because you have an advantage. Like, you know, you are a biological male, and so your frame is bigger. You know, it's just, you just clearly have an advantage. You don't even have to be a scientist to just understand that on a basic, like, logical, common sense thing. And I don't know how that's being spun into transphobic, because, like, it's not. You know, just because you see something, you say, well, that's not fair. Does that mean that you're being transphobic? No, I don't get it. I don't see how the two things correlate. Mm-hmm. But so many people do, and it's so weird. I don't know where they're coming from with that.
I don't know. It's just like anything that doesn't just completely like concede on like every possible point is hateful now. That's like the big thing is like if you can get somebody that's, you know, for like a hateful reason, even if it's not, there's no hate whatsoever. That's pretty much all it takes for these platforms to be like.
I mean, this is Twitter basically. You know, someone tweets out, "I don't feel that biological men that turn trans should compete in female sports." The response is, "You're transphobic. Take your hate somewhere else.
Yeah.
Why do you hate trans people? Like, you won't be happy until all trans people are dead." Like, what? What is happening? What?
But do you know
like,
what? You know what fucks Destiny, right? Is the fact that like if you've got a lot of like media attention, which he was getting like a ton of like negative media attention, and people are making the case that this guy is a harm to our very existence. What you have to do in that situation is literally just immediately like bow down. You have to be like, no, I'm not a harm. I concede on these points and stuff like that. Destiny didn't do that. He just told them all to fuck off. And then Twitch was like, okay, well, you know, you're getting mass reported. We got to take this seriously. So you're
I mean,
removed.
at the end of the day, if YouTube took that stance, if Twitter took that stance, if TikTok took that stance, if Instagram took that stance, I would be banned everywhere because I don't care. Like, I feel like biological men have an advantage in many female sports. Not all. Like, what if it's like chess or something? You know, like, but in many sports, biological men have an advantage. You know, like, dude, even when it comes down to archery, all right, biological men have an advantage in eyesight and everything else because, you know, we were throughout the years the hunters. Like, our eyesight is better, right, for that type of stuff. Like, they just have physical advantages that are not gonna go away. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care. Like, I'm getting banned everywhere if that's the new rules.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. Like, I've asked you this before. I've said like when you get like all this like media attention, does that like make you like worried or freaked out? Like at like the genesis of like the H3 beef, when like all these articles are coming out, you know, especially articles that are like, you know, taking things a little bit more seriously, saying that you were like responsible for like deaths or things like that. You know, does that ever like bother you, or freak you out? Like, does that make you concerned?
I'm rich and I'm old. Like, no.
Yeah, but even if it's not about money, it's like, I mean, you have fun uploading on YouTube, right? Like, that would suck if it was taken away.
Bro, I want to quit Dromler so bad, but like Willie Mack, like people were like, "Oh yeah, KEEMSTAR, he was lying about retirement. He just wants to, you know, he just wanted to get some hype around his channel." Like, no, bro, I want to go. Like, Willie Mack will not like sign a 1-year contract. He just wants to be the, you know, the guy that fills in every once in a while, which is fine. It's great. I have somebody, but like, I am so done. Not with YouTube, not with content creation, not with, you know, this space, but with Dromler. I am so done with it, you know?